Elsewhere in the news today, the World Afro Day campaign group is attempting to set... What a lovely story of fiction tape for adolescents. Never had a professional job before, thought it was just remarkable, very raw. And I think that's what was really amazing. Yeah, that dramatic one-on-one.
It
was on one...
Somebody who was going on that march.
Yes, it was really interesting. I changed my plans, which actually made me sad, because I think, well, I should be allowed to go into London and feel safe. You know, I live here, it's my place. But I didn't take my son in, you know, that made me sad. You know, the fact that you think, oh, it's not safe for my little brown... But there you go.
So being pragmatic. You think you weren't safe?
I didn't want him to be exposed to anything at Euston Station, and there was a lot of people there when we got there. Actually, it was interesting, at my local station, I was just queuing up to get a coffee, and the man in front of me was getting coffee from the guy who I think is Sri Lankan at the station. We all know him, he's been there for years. And lovely, a really jolly chap, white guy, said, he said, oh, I'm going into London, I'm going to join the Tommy Robinson March. And he goes, you know, and we just started chatting, the three of us, you know, which is, I think, what you need to do, interestingly. You do need to talk to people that they're on the opposite side to you. And he said, yeah, actually, he said, I'm curious to know how fascist these people really are. And my brother's a bit more far right, and I'm keeping an eye on him today. He said, you know, I went on was to remain during Brexit, which is the idea of who you think they are. And he goes, you know, I'm worried about illegal migration, not all migration, just, you know, it's the illegal thing. I'm going to go along. And he sort of was very upbeat and jolly. And we laughed about, you know, the Remain thing. On the front of The Guardian this morning, hello there, good morning. Prince Harry has said his conscience is clear as he defended his controversial memoir, Spare, and revealed plans to spend more time here in Britain. He was speaking during a visit to Ukraine after reuniting with his father last week for the first time in more than a year. Chief Correspondent Richard... The parents of a baby who died as a result of hospital negligence fear that a national inquiry into maternity services simply won't go far enough to fix the crisis. The 14 NHS trusts causing the greatest safety concerns have been revealed this morning. They will be investigated before a system-wide look at maternity care, which concludes in December. Nick Dixon is a request from the Met Police to interview the prime suspect in the case of the disappearance of Madeleine McCann has been rejected. Christian Bruckner is refusing to speak with British investigators when he's released from prison in Germany this week. The 49-year-old denies any involvement in the disappearance of the 3-year-old from the holiday resort in Portugal back in 2007. Well, correspondent... Here, tributes have been paid to British boxing great Ricky Hatton. He's very sadly died at the age of 46. Sir David Beckham described him as special in many ways. Tyson Fury said, thank you for showing us what's possible. The world champion, known as the Hitman, had long struggled with his mental health, which he had spoken about on this programme. Polly Bartlett has more. A new video highlighting the number of microplastics that could be found in popular chewing gum brands is being released today. A recent study claims a single piece of plastic-based gum can release more than 250,000 microplastics into the human body in a single hour. Michelle Morrison explains. Lovely news and entertainment overnight. Adolescent star Owen Cooper has become the youngest male Emmy Award winner ever, scooping the gong for his supporting role in the hit Netflix drama Adolescence, of course. The 15-year-old thanked his parents and co-stars in the series, which was co-created by the great Stephen Graham, who also played his dad in the show. Hannah King has more. The Duke of Sussex, amongst all of the Invictus Games conversations he's had in Ukraine, for which he seems hugely popular over there, which I think is the reason the paper was there with him. But actually, of course, the headlines do grab and gravitate towards, was he airing dirty laundry in his book? He says no. But say, a toxic culture of cover-ups is risking the lives of mothers and babies. You, where Christian Bruckner is currently kept, but not for very long, Sejal.